with that, let's start our adventure here. And straight away we had a couple places we can go to. It's another world. Talk to Myriad Sifu. Okay. I don't know if it matters. Let's, because last time I think we went up. So this time we're gonna go down.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
How was everybody's week? I felt like this week passed very quickly for some reason. Oh, well, that's interesting. They're fighting each other, but we don't really have an allegiance yet. Kapow.
Personal.
Okay. I'm not gonna fight them yet. We don't have an allegiance, and I don't want to cause any issues.
This area was beautiful before.
Kill them all for XP.
began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
I don't think we get a ton of XP for killing them. I want to get things kicked off here, and I might try to do like an expedited version of the tribes conflict. So Tob told me about this option of like uniting the tribes, and when I'm playing on my offline character, when they offer that, I'm always like, nope, I will just kill you all. But
that's the myriad tribes fortress.
It'll be interesting to do it here, I think.
Or foe. You should head up there.
We're gonna pick a faction now. Funny, yeah. In my offline character, I went with the Jagni people, which they kind of want to see the world end and cleanse it.
Let's see.
Which fits well the fact that I was going for an evil playthrough. We're going for a goody two-shoes here. Groovy Red Beard, what's up, man? Trying to decide whether to pick up this game or wait. So I would say it depends on the price you can pick it up at. I bought something like... Sorry, I paid something like £30.
If you go there, you'd better make an entrance.
And for that price, I'm happy. It's a nice, chill game to play. But I would be uncomfortable recommending it for a higher price. I would say it like that. So instead of the Jagni, we're gonna ally with these guys for now.
But he'll let you in and give it a try.
Okay, okay. Come on, my dude.
The myriad
Chop,
tribe
chop.
act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace.
Uniting the tribes. Okay, okay. We can do that.
The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the
So
world.
these guys want to actually defeat the World Eaters, which is what we're gonna go with. Groovy Beard, dude, look, if you're on PC, look online.
As the tribe's Sifu.
On several sites you can find it for a pretty decent
News
price.
of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side? The wasteland you came from? He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here.
Okay.
There's
I'm not interested in your dialogue,
Sifu
my
says
dude.
sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for
Xbox?
ages,
Ah,
even though
gotcha.
she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
My Muma?
Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it
Every time he says your Muma, I think he's gonna make a your mum joke.
the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk.
Yo, mama's so fat, she falls from both sides of the bed.
The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now.
What's the
Unrest is
best
sweeping the land, and there are rivals
your
in
mama
all
joke
directions.
you got? Does anyone have a good yo mama
Between
joke?
tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Funny says I don't think I'm ever gonna pay full price for a AAA game anymore since it's gone up to, what's that, Kronen? 700 Kronen? $83. Damn. Your mama's so fat her blood type is Nutella. Or blood type. Nice.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others.
Is it true that your blood becomes thicker
In their favor, and with you by their
the
side,
more
he's
like
confident
saturated
you'll
fats
unite
you
the
eat
other tribes.
and
The one you should
higher
coerce
cholesterol and
first
stuff?
Is the Jagni tribe.
Your mama's so fat when she got on the scale it said I need your weight, not your phone number. Oh damn. It's a lot of digits.
The myriad were placed here to fulfill a certain purpose, chosen to unite the tribes and take control of their destiny. The tribes need a firm hand guiding them into the future.
Is it me or that dude's head is gigantic?
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. They might
Checking
bring
up on
war,
causes for
but they'll never
hyperviscosity
take
of
away
blood.
their
Good.
inner peace.
Cheers.
He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Okay, so we got some outposts to look into. Honestly, guys, the outposts are very repetitive. That's why I kind of want to do the
He says you'll
unification
regret not
round.
being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Won't it though?
You both have gentle
It has more to do with
minds. They
blood
want to
cancer
wage a
and
gentle
lack of
war,
specific
a
cells.
war that bonds as much as it breaks.
Mind Melt has one. Okay, your mama's so fat, she's like an open world game. It takes 100+ hours to explore all of her.
Claim the rival outposts and earn
It's
the
like a
right to
Ubisoft
wield
game.
the tribe weapon.
You
Once
can't
you
ever
get
explore
the
all of
rival
it.
Outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. You were all part of the same tribe once, but without your Muma there as a guide, the disciples turned on each other and formed their own tribes.
So, next title, Assassin's Creed, yo mama.
His memories of the old village.
So our mama was so
Myriad
important,
wants unity
guys,
between the tribes. Their goal is
that
understanding of the
her
good
disciples
and establishing
are
a
now
code
the
of
leaders of all the different tribes on the land.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul.
All
and
of her
thinks
apprentices
you
turned
still
out to
have
be like
the will to
tribe
do
leaders.
good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help. He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the
That's what
stillness
happens when you
inside.
learn Kung Fu. Or Gun Fu. Wung Fu. Yeah, it's Wung Fu. Okay. There is a lot of dialogue, guys, by the way. Just a heads up. There is a lot of dialogue. I have actually turned a lot of it down, so you can go to settings and audio. And I have the narrator down to 20, the gibberish down to a minimum, so we can kind of move along a bit faster. It does take a lot of time to advance sometimes. So just be aware. Takes a little bit of patience. Okay. What do we want to do first? Another world. Let's go do that. Woo! I remember still like the first mount I got in my other character. I was so excited. Like, dude, I got a mount! Let's go! And then the mount is slower than my character. Gibberish? Yeah. Yeah, you can turn down, exactly. You can turn down both or either. So lots of options to have it how you want it. Which honestly is more than you see in most games. At least they give you options. Oh, is the music on? I just want to double check. It is. Okay, there we go. So I was thinking, right? How would you have done the combat in this game better so that it doesn't feel as clumsy as it is to aim?
That's a mump.
Because the big problem
by evolution, the wonky ones especially.
Wonky mumps.
Unfurled.
Oh my god. Whoa! Okay. A new mount? How'd you resurrect your mama? Oh. Okay. You know what? I am gonna lower it to normal mode. I'm playing on hard on the other characters, so we got nothing to prove.
A mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
What? How do you dodge that shit? That's ridiculous.
Gotta hurt.
Ka-chung, ka-chung. Woo! Oh. Oh, come on, man. We dodged that.
The deep cut.
So I was trying to say the aiming system in this game, or the way you aim, is that you have to look at where you want to shoot. But the problem is it's not accurate, right? It's not accurate. And especially when you're trying to aim for a particular body part or enemy, let's say maybe you're fighting a group and you're trying to focus down, you know, the one enemy you're focusing. A lot of times you keep hitting different enemies because the aiming is so loose. Hey, level up. So that's a really big problem. I was thinking, how would you do it, right? Tab says lock on or crosshair. No soft lock, including some more interactions between your melee attacks and enemies instead of a few finishers. So the problem is lock on makes shooting trivial, right? So if the focus of the game was just melee, that would work, I think. So I actually don't know like what would be the best way, right, to implement that. Your mama's so dumb she thought Wung Fu was a Chinese dish. Oh. To be fair, it probably is. It probably is, guys.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
It's probably delicious too, yeah. I do like Chinese food too.
Let's see.
No. Okay, good. So this is our childhood village.
Passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
Oh. Small
Echoes
raccoon.
of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks
Good old Goop.
how you are today. Goop wants you to make it a priority.
Nitro, what's up, man?
I'm looking for him whenever you're feeling down. He'll make you smile. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique.
There are some bullet time abilities. Yeah, good to see you, man. Yeah, it's so loose. Because they kind of guess where you want to shoot based on where you're looking. Doesn't work that well.
He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now.
Your mama ate so much Wung Fu, she used the Bible Belt to keep her pants up. Oh, that's a bad one. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. We still love you. Oh.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of the need to learn how to swim.
Your mama's so big she uses GPS coordinates instead of body parts for reference. Oh man. So I came back to Borderlands 3, guys. After a long hiatus. Played a little bit with Tob, a little bit with Scylla.
Later anyway.
In Discord.
You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim.
It might be my favorite looter game. I don't know. It's just really good. I'm trying to up my game now because they reworked how Mayhem works. So Mayhem is like the end game stuff.
Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Is it me or Muma looks very strong?
Promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
But anyways, the gear, the gear I have is just not cutting it. And the way
you can't
it works in the game is that it's all randomized, so you can get the perfect gun for you, but because of a roll in some of the stats, it's unusable because it's not boosting the particular thing you want, or it's not for your class or something. So it is quite painful to actually, when you get to the end game, get something that works for you.
As long as it doesn't,
because when you do your first playthrough, really you can use almost anything and get by. But when you start going up Mayhem levels, enemies are so tanky and so strong that there's like no...
With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow.
It's very little tolerance. You need to really have a min-max build. Hey Felix, what's up, man? Yeah, we're playing a new character here.
Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind.
We're both 65, yeah.
Asks how
to be fair, I was already level 60, so... Yeah. The real problem is I need to get a new Lyuda rifle, which is a special kind of sniper rifle that shoots like a machine gun, sort of, very high fire rate. but I haven't got one to drop yet. There's a particular boss you can farm. I think it's, what is it?
Nice
The
comes easy.
Grave Worm? Grave Ward? Grave Ward?
He was hoping you could help him pick up
So
some
we were farming that for a little bit, but the drop rate of it is quite low, so you have to try it a lot of times.
It's your own future you're risking by not caring.
Grave Ward, there we go. Yeah, and also
Will pay for
my
the
survivability is really dog shit
You should look for
because I
things
don't
that
have a
are
good shield.
recyclable. It shouldn't take
And
too long to
I don't
find
have a
some.
good artifact either, so I need to farm legendaries basically. I need to get like a good shield, a good artifact, and I might even have to revisit my build and see if maybe I need to respec, because it back in the day when I played, it was, I was running a kind of a min-max build, like a pretty good build, but I don't know if something has changed or if there's new meta.
Found.
By the way, I'm running that flak character, which is like a crit class. You farm him as well. You want the lob in all his variations.
He can
What was the
work
lob?
with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands.
You got the lob in Koros. So that's a gun? The lob? The shotgun I killed myself with.
Upcycle.
Oh yeah, the one with the balls?
Would be a good start.
With the big balls. Yeah, the big balls, exactly.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering
You're
the
playing
six
Zane?
weapon styles of
Zane was
one is more than enough for anyone.
the gadgets guy, right?
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Muma is jacked.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Turret shield. I remember back in the day
To build on the basics.
people were saying he was kind of the worst character.
She
They're all
wants you
still
to
viable,
grow
of
up
course,
and
but
start thinking for yourself.
did they kind of balance him out a bit, make him a bit more interesting? Top, come on, man. Why'd you have to... Don't be sexist to mama. Okay? He's seen as the strongest character by far.
That you
What?
try and give it your best. You
When
can't
did
do
that
both.
happen?
You've always followed your own path, but this time she
Top,
needs you
I'm
to
on to you, man. Okay? Don't play coy. But anyways, I need to up my game in Borderlands 3, dude.
from there.
The
She
game is
knows
tough.
Spirit, always on the move, like the wind.
I think there's also like a better playstyle that I can adopt, because my current strat is like whenever I can go invisible, I go invisible and then use my sniper rifle to chunk people down.
Determined. Better
When
watch
that's off cooldown, I try to
He asks you to
stand
stop
behind cover a bit more, but the game is so chaotic that I oftentimes, don't know how to stay alive, if that makes sense. Don't know how to stay alive. Especially when you do some of those missions, like we were doing
That
there's
makes
this
it
one
wonder
particular
why you were here
map.
looking for it.
I'm trying to remember the name now.
There's no way they'll let you pass.
So you go to this map and you have 5 rounds,
You are.
each round with like 5 waves of dudes. Felix, yeah, we're going strength-based. Fully strength-based.
You'll have to face pain at some point. He offers to help
It
you.
will come back to me. But anyways, that map, you can get a lot of loot, but it's also very tough. Oh, oh. Oh, what? You what? There are new flak builds. Yeah, I have to look into it, man. You can cheese the enemies, shields up, turrets out, enemies dead.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Looking at some dude who turned his pet into a one-shot machine in Mayhem 10. What? You one-shot a boss with the pet? Rosa, thanks for the lurk, man. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good day, man. I made an intelligence-based char, but I have to increase my strength because combat is hit or miss. And the parry rarely works. I agree. Parry is very tricky.
It's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow.
Intelligence is very good, so magic is very good in the game. But I would say, if you're not going Psi, the Psi class, Psi Freak,
it's time to focus on your training.
It's not that amazing. It's good as utility, but not that good as DPS.
You won't need excuses if you are strong in your conviction.
All right. Sorry about that. I forgot to mute Discord. Unprofessional streamer. That's the problem of having two PCs. Sometimes I forget to mute one of them. No, it's fine, dude. It's my bad.
Doing what he does best?
It's totally fine. Normally I just mute it, right? So it doesn't come.
Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He heard you helped Gizmo clean up. He's proud of you.
Otob, you shared with me some of those vids? Thanks, man.
Help him too before you leave.
I'll take a look at that. You made Psi Freak, but still haven't got good, powerful moves. Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a while to build towards it.
But you know she wants you to accept responsibility.
But the Spark Ball is the best spell you can get in early game anyways.
Get going and find him gadgets and
so that's why I was
ideas
saying, you know, if you're going intelligence, you should go Psi Freak for sure. Funny with the big gamble. Here we go. Funny with the first big gamble of the day. Here's your chance to win a gifted sub, my friend. If you can roll a double 6 just like this. Sorry, Funny, but that was probably the worst roll we've had in quite a while. You like the exploration? I'm here for it. Need to explore more to get the side points. Yeah, it's very chill. Very I think Carrick called it like a Zen game. Makes sense. I would agree. But I also understand, like, you know, if you don't like the combat, if you hate the dialogue, there isn't a ton else that's gonna make up for it.
He's curious to see what you found. He says whatever it is.
Yeah, Zen game. Like, for me, it works. It's like cute art style, comic book-like combat visually. It's cool, man. I dig it.
Think some are and some aren't. One thing's for sure, though.
To me, the dialogue is like throwaway.
Too much space in the house.
But
Says it's about time
the narrator has that quality of just like
starting with the
being nice to listen to without actually listening to it, if that makes sense. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the dialogue is really bad. Exactly. So to me, it's like we were comparing it the other day to a documentary. That's kind of how it is for me, right? I really tune out of the actual content.
Agrees. At least that way it'll never go out of style. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He thinks you should. She'll be proud of you. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
I guess I do see where people are coming from. If you're comparing this game to, I don't know, any AAA, what would be like a good open world AAA game? Odyssey? Then, yeah, it's,
Your Muma says
you know,
it's
it
about
can't
time you got
compete with that.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes.
But it's like I was telling Scylla earlier,
But
you
there's
can
enough
call this a full price game,
and you need
but
it
the
to
fact
train
is for
Muma to
PC,
get back.
you can, it's almost hard to find it for the actual full price. Like day one, you know, most of us already bought it for a very reduced price point.
That's a good attitude as long as you keep learning.
I know it doesn't fully excuse it, but it does make a difference, in my opinion. It's narrated like a children's book. Look at him, so small. So small. I find it charming though. Oh, nice.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Thank you, Mama.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Small raccoon is best. Yeah.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
By the way, is Small Whittle Raphael? It's so riddle, so riddle.
Says he's always thought so well of you.
Is having mama issues a thing, guys? Because obviously, you know, daddy issues, we all understand, but I haven't heard of like mama issues. Catch it.
Catchy.
Both exist.
She's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
So is it like a similar thing where you basically seek approval from a mom figure?
She's happy you appreciate what others do for you.
Is that related to the whole contingent of people who want to be stepped on
that makes it a potent
by that big vampire lady?
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Dude, it's so fucked up that the automaton is hardwired to my DNA. Will follow you wherever you go and see whatever you see.
You should think of it as watching over you.
I don't like that.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
But I think the big difference is like, you could see daddy issues as being hot,
Nothing could stop
but
from setting the
mama issues, I don't think that's ever a good thing, right? The only person who doesn't like that is someone with something to hide. Oh, the surveillance thing, Tob?
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail.
Run!
A burnt kidling will learn to...
Are you saying you would be okay with like a Big Brother surveillance state?
That's just adding fuel to the flames.
I mean, there are benefits.
Burst and you'll make it.
Like, you know, all crimes would be recorded and caught on camera and stuff like that.
Your Muma says this is it. The time.
Let's run.
There's nowhere to run to this time. The time has come to stand and fight.
Considering the amount of stupid people in the world, I wouldn't really mind too much.
To know she loves you, and everything she's done has been to protect you, your pop,
Yeah.
and those she was chosen to lead.
I think obviously there's a...
Tells you to stay back.
There should be some boundaries.
It has nothing to do with you. History has
But if we're talking about surveillance out on the street, sure. I would take that.
She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her fight.
Bella, welcome back. How are you?
Past coming to haunt the present.
It's good to see you. Oh, wasn't looking. Yeah, not on the bat exact. There should be some boundaries, right, Tob? Oh, we don't have a weapon on us? Ouch. Wow, he kicked my mama. Whoa.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here.
Having a break, I need to do some work in the yard today?
Believe in it.
Nice. Like gardening?
Blood is thicker than water.
I need to work on my garden too.
You're in deep surf. Don't make waves.
It's very small though, it's just
goes where it wants to go.
in front of my
Sure, as long
balcony.
as you go with the flow.
Preparing the gardening space. Nice. Hell yeah. Are you planting anything new, Bella, or just doing some maintenance, taking care of what's there? Always a good excuse for getting some air and sun. Yeah, exactly. No. Mama!
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
Rip.
The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
It is interesting how difficult it is to do underwater. A lot of games, they just make the image fuzzy.
If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity. When
Yard was a complete wreck when we bought it. Starting fresh. The garden area is under my balcony. About 3 by 7.
to save what you truly
Gonna
care.
grow grapes. Climbing roses and vines. Nice. Did you see the latest Unreal Engine 5 showcase
What you do for yourself
demo?
dies with you.
No.
What you do for your kin
Do you have a link for that?
and makes you immortal in their memory.
I realized I need to take better care of my garden too. and several meter high tree was suddenly there. Suddenly! It wasn't suddenly there, Karaito.
The only thing that remains is low.
It grew very slowly.
It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
We gotta level up though, so let's get boosted, shall we? Let's get boosted. I mean, no, let's get boosted.
Feeling buff.
Vitality is for pussies. We do have one perk as well. Let's take a look. Weapon-based ranged attacks have a 10% chance to miss you completely. Okay. Sure. I have it if you need it. Oh, dope. Oh, what's going on? Alec. We're narrating the game, I guess. We're going down this winding road. Like Paul McCartney says in his songs, we have come across a dinosaur-like creature with an incredibly thick tail that seems to challenge all we know. And we're now engaged. It is called the Fluff Hulk, of course. And we employ our size and use our signature move, the Unstoppable Pig, which involves basically throwing our size around like a madman. Has a fairly predictable and telegraphed attack. We should be okay. Oh. Has 3 bars. I think he's like our first tankier enemy. Oh. Okay. Good dodge. Yeah. What? You what?
Good for whatever ails you.
Ah. Oh. Man. Okay, okay. Let him do that. Here we go.
Cutting edge.
Yo! I was hoping you will narrate the narrator. Oh shit. I should have thought of that.
Oh, that helps work the kinks out.
Come on, man. Ah. Okay. Nice finisher, too. Okay. Level up. Funny said, when the state gets unnecessarily, I guess you mean strict. That is when surveillance become a problem. I don't want to behave like a personality-less robot.
And we're looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah, but the surveillance is not about telling you what you can't or can't do. It's just surveillance. So if you do something illegal, then yeah, you get caught. My sister has a little dozer machine to level the yard, and I have learned to play Eratus with some degree of intelligence. Very good, Bella. Both early access to the Unreal 5 engine and the showcase sample are available to be downloaded. I gotta take a look at that.
You've been working out.
Thank you for noticing. Close combat. Let's see, dual wield melee. Unknowable force. Doesn't seem any good. Let's take a look at perks, general perks. Luck out. Plating? Maybe? Saboteur has your dodge distance is increased. Could be handy. Basic movement speed, that's nothing. Your armor is increased while dodging or in the air. Yeah, those are really not very good perks, sadly, in the class. But, don't believe for a second a system like that won't get partisan. Well, all systems are partisan though, right?
An emergency box from the... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist.
The only thing surveillance would do would be helping uphold the existing rules. It's not changes to the rules themselves. Yeah, exactly. So in principle, at least, it wouldn't change the law. It would just, like, help uphold it.
Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning.
So the whole story is that humans dumped a lot of, like, radioactive waste into the seas, into the waters. But I'm like, dude, really? I mean, everybody and their mother understands that that's a terrible idea. Clincher stabby. Okay, we'll... Ka-choom, ka-choom.
Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it?
Ooh. Okay, oh my god. We have terrible crowd control. All right. Special attacks, okay. Yeah, so as we hit those special attacks, we get super Wung Fu charge and allows us to do some super Wung Fu moves.
Slash and dash.
So it will be very, I think, very difficult for you guys to see on screen, but when we do these special moves, like this one, the Stoppable Pig, we get a little gauge that pops up. And right now it shows 1 out of 3. When we get to 3, we have like powerful variants of our normal attacks. Temporarily, it's like a boost, you know, a temporary boost. Let's see, Top said there's a reason they can't solve shit in Scandinavia when there are break-ins. There's no surveillance anywhere. It's all just witnesses. Right. Any loot over here? Google Maps telling you when there's a slowdown in traffic or when there are big lines in stores. In principle, it's benign. Try and search for your Google Maps timeline. You mean like the places you've been and stuff, Tob?
That notice board
That would be depressing. I don't want to do that.
used to be
I might sleep better if I don't know how much they know.
one of those old Toxanol brick towns.
I think I'm just not that interesting, guys. From the standpoint of
made this place.
my movements. So
Threw it away
they
when
can, they're welcome to that info, I would say. I dislike, okay, I dislike the fact that
Fox and all never cared about
they
the
take
waste
that
as
info
long as they didn't have to pay to clean it up.
a lot of times, you know,
Must be a
without
track somewhere
asking
in this
for
great
it.
town.
So if you agree to use their apps, you're also agreeing to share your info. But realistically, my info is not that interesting. So, you know, it's not a big problem for me personally. So we have some super Wung Fu moves now. Basic ranged. Close combat. The only thing we can unlock there is that. And then we have general perks we should be going for. Some of these have a level requirement. Plating could be good. Charmer. Loot chances increased. Okay, we'll take that. D Summer, what's up, man? It's where you've been, where you moved to. Oh god, no, yeah, I don't want to look at that. That will just actually be depressing. As long as they don't start giving speeding tickets retroactive.
The night is ending soon.
D Summer said, I'm in Pharma, so my Google Maps is a lifeline. It is also nice to see where I've been in a given month. It's crazy. 5k miles on my fleet vehicle last month. Shit. That is a lot. We go to the grocery store once a week, Bella, and that's about it. We're boring. Yeah. Well, give me a high five, Bella. Boring gang. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So now I think we have the tribe thing. Is that our main mission to look at? Yeah, let's just do that. Ooh, bamboo hat. Aha! Raccoon Sensei. Should still be some loot in some of these houses. There we go. My territory is Northern California and I live in San Fran. At least have a view with all the driving. Yeah, I heard San Francisco is beautiful. Lots of slopes though. I still remember I watched recently the movie Basic Instinct with a friend, and it's all slopes, San Francisco, right?
That's the
Podcasts are a lifesaver, especially the ACG. Let's go. Hey, shameless shout out to my own podcast if you want to check it out, Summer. I'm only slightly ashamed of that. It's okay.
The sun is coming up fast.
A beanie. Okay. Let's get out of here. What do you cover? What days is your podcast? Podcast is every Monday at 9 a.m. UK time. So when you wake up on Monday, it's there. It's called Gamer Life, and I talk mostly, and oftentimes we also have guests. We talk about games that I'm excited about, life as a gamer, so it could be, you know, mindset stuff as well, some productivity stuff thrown in there, and a lot of times also kind of personal reflections of mine that I'm going through in the week. kind of my outlet to be a bit more long form about those things. Got him. Cool. Ouch. Allocate some times for yourselves, you fucks. That's a quote from a recent episode. Check it out, man. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah. But, it's been very interesting, actually.
A monument left behind.
Very surprising how many people I'm able to reach through the podcast. A lot of people prefer that format to, let's say, a video. And I wasn't expecting that. So to give you an idea, right?
So many critters make their home.
When we have a guest, we also post a video version of it. Because we do it live on Twitch. We also post the video version on Twitter. Sorry, on YouTube. And that gets, you know, on average, something like 20-ish views. But every episode on the podcast form, especially the solo ones where it's just me talking, they get somewhere between 50 and 60 plays each. So, you know, those, to me, that's big numbers, right? Being able to reach over 50 people on each episode has been maybe the biggest surprise. So out of all the content that, you know, that I make and that I don't know, that I've tried producing, podcasts has been kind of the most surprisingly successful one, I would say. Following Twitch. Trying to find an outlet so maybe you can give me ideas in your podcast. I'm a gamer, but recently haven't been playing anything. Video versions are always nice. I have YouTube Premium, so no ads. Yeah, and when we have guests, we always post the video version too, so people can choose what they prefer. Radio is winning over video. Yeah, isn't that interesting, Bella? And what's also interesting, you know, at first, I thought that people wouldn't really be interested in the solo episodes because it's just me going a bit long form about these topics. Whereas with the guests, it's, you know, I don't know, to me personally seemed more interesting, but the feedback has been the opposite, actually. So the solo episodes do a lot better in listens. And I also tend to get a lot more feedback from people saying that they got value from it. So that's why we're doing more solo episodes recently. And we still have guests lined up. But another interesting development there.
Clarifies that rigging the odds in your favor in preparation of the takeover is one thing, but collateral damage is another.
Krydo says, I like to listen to the podcast while commuting. Kind of hard to watch it in video form when you also have to pay attention to your immediate surroundings. Oh shit, yeah. Okay, guys, we're taking out an outpost. This is the first line of defense. It's literally 3 rats. What? Got him. Booyah. Yeah. Ha! I like that animation, the way he flips over the enemy.
That's a bomb.
It's very cool.
That hit the spot. Wrecked it.
Oh. Got it.
Twirly wheel works that drain pipe.
Look at that defense, dude. You're pleasant and interesting. Ah, Bella, thank you so much. That's so kind.
Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain.
Gonna get me all dewy and emotional here.
Make them count.
What are you doing?
Everything's clocking together.
We are the worst swimmer.
Try a key. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper.
Get him. Yeah. Yeah. Also, we can get some magic spells for utility and movement and all that. We should do that. Once we level up here, we'll look into that. Level 5, okay, perfect. There we go. And I've been watching Castlevania again. So the new season is out, right? And a few people have told me, dude, you have to watch the new season. So I'm going through. I've already seen the first one. It's only like 5 episodes or 4 episodes even. Very short. And I really liked it. I had seen season, I think, 1 and 2 back when they came out, but I had forgotten everything about it. So I was very pleasantly surprised. So I'm going to be binging that. Has anyone seen the new season? Because what I heard is that it drops a little bit in quality in between. Like season 1 and 4 are amazing, and then in between it's a bit shaky. But since it's so short, I'm very, very inclined to just check it out. So Blink is very good because it stuns enemies. We're gonna grab that. Okay. Newest is way better. Okay. Biogenetics. We have 4 points. What is fungi? Fungi. Jump on the fungi to bounce off it? Bile. I think we might save up for something else. Rad wisps. Storm hop. That seems really good. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's save for that. And we have 1 perk as well. Let's look at general. I feel like the charmer thing will help. Let's just get that for now. It's fine. Okay. So, oh, we have this. And we have this. Okay, so we do have some magic now. It is kind of interesting. Oh! What? I can't grab it? Bro. Use the crowbar to break the thing. Anyways, I did find it interesting that Castlevania is maybe the only anime I've seen that's not in Japanese or not originally made in Japanese. Would it still be considered anime if it's not made in Japan? It's just a cartoon. What? You what? How's it a cartoon, dude? It's an anime, isn't it? Or is it literally just because it's not made in Japan? Anime is specifically in Japan? What? So, let me get this straight, right? You could make... Okay, my dude, I understand. Stop. So you could make an anime that looks exactly like the style you see in anime, but you can't call it anime unless you're Japanese. From China, it's called Donwa? Donwa. Never heard of that. Interesting. Base type. No add-ons. No nothing. Depressing. Can we modify you? Frog. Okay. Well, it's a bit disappointing in it. Avatar, for example, is not anime. Wait, so Avatar is a cartoon?
The scaffolding looks unstable.
Dog walk done? Nice. Dude, it's going very well. Yeah. What about you?
Here's the second line of defense.
Avatar 2. Wait, there's a new?
Better stay clear of the red ray. Red means danger.
Huh. See that? You can knock them over with that. Very handy. Whoa. Oh shit, I didn't realize we're dead. Got him. Oh. Oh, I ran out of key. Yeah, I forgot that key is also your stamina. Mike, what's up, man? Saboteur is our class. Ouch. My God, man. Oh, he's invincible? Oh yeah, I forgot. Gotta get him to break this. Ooh.
Bet a big bump will bring it down.
How you doing, Mike?
Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a...
Also, to be fair, there are subtle differences between the regional art styles, not just weird naming. Yeah, it's a little bit like champagne. Champagne. It's not Italian. I don't know why I always do that. But from where I was raised in Spain for many years, right? And you can't call it champagne in Spain. So we make something in the north of Spain, in Catalonia, which we call cava, which is champagne, but made in the north of Spain. So even though the process is, you know, I think virtually the same, we have to call it differently.
That looks splody.
Because the name is as much a description of what it is, of the process of making it, as it is the provenance, you know? The Avatar 2 thing was fan-made? Interesting.
The outpost belongs to your tribe now.
Your base belonged to me.
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your
Look at
tribe
that.
is growing stronger.
The sun came out today, guys. That invisible cunt. And I say that in a British endearing way. Where had you been, my dude? Ooh, the boomerang. Okay.
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe's weapon.
Yeah, kind of the idea. Alcohol is chemistry, so that can be more or less the same. But the ingredients from different regions. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's not just that the ingredients are a bit different. It's they legally can't call it champagne just because of the provenance.
Tribe, but it remains to be seen what the future holds for your alliance.
So even if you did make something exactly the same
values as the Myriad tribe, you both have the same optimistic outlook on life, at least for now. But out-of-date emphasis.
There are a lot of cultural protection laws. Yeah.
Conflict won't matter unless you help make a stand against the World Eaters.
It's funny how it only applies for some stuff, though. We were talking about it the other day in the Discord, like all the different types of Arabic foods. So you have, kebab, durum, all the types, right? And the fact is, in a lot of countries in Europe, we just appropriate the name and we just call everything kebab. It's just kebab. Wrap, kebab, pita kebab, durum.
Dead zone all the way out to the World Eater.
Don't have to get the names right, but for some stuff you do.
You should get over there and see what you can do to help.
Okay. Oh. Wrong button. So we have Gizmo over there. We should do that. There's also find a mount. Let's see if we find a mount first, and then we'll keep moving. ODM, hello. Johnny Coon. Yes. I'm doing very well, ODM. It's nice to see you as always. I was just talking about the new Castlevania season. Have you seen that, ODM? Food in general has a fuck ton of protected names. Yeah, that's true. You can't just call stuff how you want to. So lost? In what way? In what way? Oh my god, we look so bad. What are we wearing, guys? What? We're rolling like a denim rice hat combo. What is happening? Also, how do we get the fuck out of here? There we go. No. So much work and studying. Is it going well? Haven't been around in a long time. It's okay. You're always welcome back. And we are, of course, always here. I mean, we are creatures of laziness. Say the Arabic names might fully explain what the food is, but for other languages... it would be meaningless, so we just lazily use one word. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a shame though. There's a lot of... I don't know, I like learning about the different cultures, you know? And so much of it gets lost or simplified because people don't find it convenient.
Don't get distracted by all the destruction you can see this time of day.
Oh yeah, that's done. Oh.
That's going to leave a mark.
Yo.
Your key energy is too low.
Got it. Woo, level 6, baby. Can you jump? Here. Wait, we got a new weapon.
Flash the slash.
Ha! Death by boomerang. Seem to have a really good work-life balance. How have you been? How long have you been in your current role in your career? Yeah, it's something I've put a lot of stock into. Is work-life balance. It's been a big thing for me. Compartmentalizing my day job from my hobbies and always having time for the latter. Away from the former. A lot of people have the mentality of, I want to work in what I love. And the problem I have with that is it's hard to put boundaries, right? Nikets, what's up? It's hard to put boundaries and you can end up being like a workaholic. And there's also the argument of, if you do something for a living, take that. If you do something for a living, it can become a chore, right? It can lose a bit of the magic, which is why I never wanted to do music like professionally. Or a studyaholic like me. Yeah, exactly. So this summer, what I do is software engineering. And we leveled up here. And I've been at this company for 8 years now. And this is my first real job. Before this, I was just studying.
Give it a little kick.
So when I finished my master course, immediately I started working here in London. So there wasn't even a break. There was no break. It's just like, you know, finished my education and straight into this company that I'm in now. So I'm very lucky in the sense that very early on, I knew I wanted to work in this company. There was like a job fair where I studied. And I got to talk to... So the way it works is in these like job fairs, people from the company come to talk to you, right? And to kind of honestly try to poach you, try to convince you to go work for them, right? Because they're looking for new people. And so that's exactly what happened. And the reason I was like so utterly convinced, I knew exactly, you know, straight away I knew I wanted to work there, was because I talked with a Spanish guy that was working there. And because I was raised in Spain for many years, I felt like, you know, it was very easy to talk to him and kind of relatable. And it felt like I could talk very honestly and ask him like very honest questions about the work and all that. Man, this is really fuck. So anyways, it just so happened that that company had like a really good benefits package, but then also like work-life balance was really good in it. Good atmosphere, you know. Job napped. Yeah, exactly, Justin. So that's kind of the story. It's kind of the story, and I've been happily employed there since. I've also recently moved to a new role within the company, in which I don't have any on-call time, so I don't have to worry about, you know, being online after hours and that kind of stuff. So it's gotten even better, really. The snacks are actually really good. You know, it's funny, I've been working from home full-time for over 3 years now. So I haven't been to the office in maybe 3 years. So this goes back to before the pandemic, and just related to health issues. So the snacks are great, but you know, sadly I haven't gone back to to partake for quite a while.
Not gonna happen with your key energy level. It's becoming terminal.
Okay, we may die. Oh god. Oh, okay. RIP. Yeah, melee is a lot more difficult. Can I ask you what field you're in? Yeah, of course. I'm in the fintech sector. So that's like financial software.
Pick up the pace race.
And I am the official name of the role would be something like cloud migration expert. So I help a lot of teams with migrating their databases from a physical server to Amazon cloud. And I help integrate all the technologies that we use within the company that I've come to know very well with the Amazon technology stack. So I'm also kind of a liaison between the people from Amazon who help us as well. They have like a ProServe team that help us with migrations because we have a big, like, multi-billion-dollar contract with them. And the people at my company do, you know, that actually own the products. Hopefully that makes sense. I probably sounds like mumbo jumbo for people who aren't used to to that kind of talk. So sorry about that. All right, that guy's dead. We need to watch our stamina a bit more. There we go.
You're empty of key.
Wait, do we use key when we attack? No, we don't. Okay. I wish I knew Amazon Web Services. Yeah, they have a lot of good stuff. I'm in manufacturing and finance. Ice cream. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm in manufacturing and finance. Actual ice cream? I'm now confused. Can confirm technical mumbo jumbo. Okay, good. Well, the idea is very simple, right? The basic idea is that my company, before this, all of our databases were in servers that we own. So we literally have a room in New Jersey and a room in in North Virginia with computers where all of our databases lived. And now we're making the move to the cloud, right? So the idea of it is very simple, but obviously there's a lot to it when you start to kind of dig into what's actually happening. Oh, that's really good, actually. That distracts him.
Chop it up.
Oh, whew. That was tough, dude. Company that would own walls in the UK.
Sun's fading.
Interesting. Wait. That would own walls. How does that relate to ice cream? I am so confused, Justin. I'm not trying to be difficult, man. But you gotta help me out here. What is going on? Cursed Beaver, finish your ranged weapon chain with 2 devastating shots. That's not necessary. Drumsticks lollies. We should use the boomerang more, I think.
Let's see.
Okay. So we survived. We need to get more heals. So either buy them or figure something out. Hey, bud. Oh, shit. Here.
Yes, you can do anything.
I'm now kind of craving a bit of ice cream, to be honest.
Take this back to Earth.
After hearing you say that.
Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past.
What flavor would I go for? You know what, dude? I've been wanting to try a pistachio ice cream for a while.
The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin.
Pistachio ice cream is the best. Is it? Here's what I don't understand, right? Pistachio is salty. At least the ones that I eat. How can ice cream taste of pistachio?
I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard.
You'd be surprised. They're salted. Oh,
and he
it's
says
good
he
shit.
knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he...
Maybe I'll get some tonight.
Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling.
Also, incidentally, that's what she said. Chocolate chip mint is the best.
But Gizmo says how you experience a...
I've had some really good chocolate chip mint,
but sometimes
and I've had some really bad ones, Bella, where the mint was like way too much. But I would agree, like if it's good, it's really good. I do like stracciatella a lot, which is kind of like chocolate chip, so it's like cream with, you know, chocolate bits.
He'd lie if he claimed
My girlfriend is a stracciatella girl. That's...
he understands why you had
I approve.
The old village being a constant reminder of what happened. Gizmo says he also has re-memories from the long gone.
I got a blender, right? Because I like to have Huel sometimes, that meal replacement thing. I like it for breakfast sometimes. Like I don't really wake up with a lot of appetite at all, but it helps me to drink that, right? So anyways, long story short, I got this blender for a really nice, you know, glass blender. So I was like, you know, I could do more stuff with this than just Huel. So I've started to get into some like smoothies and things. And what I do is I bought like this box of vanilla ice cream, which I would never eat just vanilla, right? D Summer says vanilla with some fudge ribbons or chocolate chip cookie dough. You actually like just vanilla? I was about to say, you know, vanilla is a bit underwhelming for me, but you put it in the blender, you mix it with some fruit, and I also throw some ice in there, and it comes out as this like awesome, I don't know, smoothie, shake, whatever you want to call it. Throw in a little milk as well to make it a bit more liquid.
Wait, no, bright light blinds. It's dangerous.
Plain vanilla is bliss if it's a custard.
Oh, do you have to insult me over this?
If it's a custard, yes.
But I want to.
Would like to know if you ever doubt the choices you made on the path that brought you to this point.
No regrets, dude.
Figures you're either a rare person or a good liar. Maybe.
Do you guys have any regrets, chat? Not to get too philosophical, but are you one of those people, like, you know, all I've done has led me here to the person I am and I wouldn't change a thing? Or are you the kind of person who would like to change things about your past decisions? The show that makes you hungry. I swear, Bella, the Saturday show is the worst because we always end up talking about food or candy. Corrado says yes. Have some regrets?
But that's not important now.
Life is uncertain. I don't think
Gizmo says it's
that deeply on purpose.
to bring the past up to the present.
I don't think there's a person that have not even one regret in life.
Set the past aside, at least for now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't leave the underyard.
Obviously, there's stuff
against the vacuum in the
I would have done better
so you need
if I could do it again, but I don't think I have actual regrets. So I guess no regrets for me.
There's no time to waste if you want to make the
My friend that lives in London says you should get ice from Jalupo. I've been to Jalupo. They do deliveries on Fridays. Okay, I didn't know that. I need to look into that. I need to look into that. And they have pistachio. Shit. All right, Tub. I will actually make a note of that.
Before the apocalypse left out in the wild. Easy to find if you keep an eye out. You should be able to gather enough scrap to
especially now that the weather is heating up. You don't get to 51 without at least one. Let's see, this summer said career ambitions I think are something I might regret. I'm now 31. Hey, I'm 32. Never satisfied with my career, always wanting more, and fear that I may be single forever. Haven't been entertaining the dating life, so it's all in my control. Yeah, I get that. I can...
For some, the night brings terror.
Definitely understand that.
There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives.
Right, so the dead zone has no oxygen, but
The leftover you're looking for.
my friend Scylla showed me there's a lot of these little safe zones. Whenever you're indoors, you're good, right? So you don't really need the oxygen suit. I don't know why it's so dark in here. Some places it's just so friggin' dark. Look at that. It's so dark we can't even see. All right. You can have regrets without lingering. They happened, you can change it. More productive to learn and continue living. Yeah. It's not, of course, it's not productive to linger on it, but memories are just dead men making trouble, cowboy junkies. Yeah, I certainly don't think about it. You know, it's not something that I'm thinking about on a regular basis at all. Why do you freeze my game? Okay. My god, the tutorialization, guys. Tutorialization is so strong. There we go. All have regrets. Yes. I think that everybody has things, you know, they would rather have done differently, for sure. But I don't know, man. I'm trying to actually pinpoint, like, oh, is there one thing I would do differently? Can't fast travel from here. But why not? Oh yeah, there was a way to return, right? Yeah.
Don't look down.
Woo. Yeah.
There are tough times ahead, no matter where you go.
There we go. I think I don't know if I said this already one time. There was this girl that was into me when I was very young. Like maybe I was 8 or 10, I don't know.
Have an engine, a fuel
in school.
A gun and a gathering.
She was into me. She was very cute. But it was that it was that stage in life when you had to pretend girls were disgusting. You know what I mean? Like as boys, you were like, "Ew, girls."
Made a suction device,
and then something like 2 years later, it changed to, "Ooh, girls." But she was no longer interested at that point. So. They were disgusting. Rosa says yes and no. Hard to make things that black and white.
But it needs ammunition. And by that,
lots you'd like to change, but you're okay with the fact you've learned from them and grown. Yeah, that makes sense. Cooties.
The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog.
We always do the best we know of at the time. No reason to look back and beat ourselves up. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts.
Yeah, exactly, Rosa. Exactly.
He noticed the Jumbo Puff has a short attention span, so the script should distract it long enough for you to inflict some damage.
Oh, there was another one, actually. I don't think I've ever told this story. But a couple years after that, we had... Where are we going with this? Okay. A couple years after that, we had like a summer camp situation. Always wished meet her again, not for anything to happen. Just apologize. I think she, you know, she understands. Boys are just boys. Girls chased boys at our school and kissed us when they caught us. It was terrible. Oh, poor you, Tob. Such a... What an upbringing, huh? What a...
The grease monkey's mecton is built stern.
What a challenge. The way some... Did you see that? The way it just compresses? That reminds me of Minecraft. The mining tool in Minecraft. Literally climbed onto the roof of the school to avoid. Man. Here we go. So I was gonna say, right, there was this summer camp situation. Sorry, I got a bit distracted with the game here. So this was a couple years after, and there was this girl who was like a huge crush of mine. What the fuck? Is that a rare item or something? That red glow? So anyways, I go to this camp, and there is like a Valentine's activity.
Before you head any further, you're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone.
Girls are like bears when it comes to that, surprisingly fast on the ground, but bad climbers. It was a good joke. Yeah, so anyways, there's this Valentine's thing where you have to choose your Valentine. So all the girls choose one boy as their Valentine. And 2 girls chose me. Yes, I don't know, apparently I was a lot cuter as a kid. So 2 girls actually picked me, right? However, when they delivered the letters to you, they don't tell you who picked you. If 2 girls picked you, you had to randomly select one of the cards. And one of the cards was from the biggest crush that I've ever had as a kid and as a teen. I still remember this girl's name and face and voice and all that shit, right? So my biggest crush, she fucking chose me. And I only learned about this after. Because I picked the other fucking card, guys. Okay? I picked the other fucking card. It was random, I didn't know, right? But it got even worse. It got even worse. Because
this one's impressed.
When I learned after, you know, taking the card, right? So I take the card, and after it, the girl that handed me the card said, oh, that's too bad. The other girl was Rafaela, which was the girl that I had a crush on. And I said, are you fucking kidding me, right? So I start fucking crying, guys. So I think I don't even know how old I am at this point. You know, very young, right? I start fucking crying on the spot.
Says a monster hunter hears many
and out of pity, she then gives me the Rafaela card.
If you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time
but the problem is, everybody learns about this because we're all kids and everybody tells everybody everything. So the whole fucking school learned that not only did I pick the wrong card and said no to that other poor girl because I wanted the other girl. So I came across as a fucking asshole, but then also as a pussy because I cried. So it's the worst possible, right? So it ended up being this weird fucking pity date
Says it's wild that the world
with the girl I had the crush on, and I was so utterly embarrassed by all of it that, you know, just nothing came of it, basically.
help thin the herd instead.
So I definitely have some regrets, I guess.
Myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones.
Couldn't have played the card you were dealt any worse. Yeah. Oh man, I played my hand terribly, dude.
He's afraid you're
An excellent story. There we go. The first time I tell it.
But enough of that.
I don't think I've ever told that story to anyone, guys. Johnny, are you currently single? If so, how do you approach dating life?
Survival took over when the world changed.
I am single. That's a hard question.
About their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed,
That's a hard question.
what it's done with the chemical composition of their body.
I've had a lot of difficulty finding IRL people that I click with, which is some of the reason why I do this
clear
stuff.
idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall.
Like, my ex was someone I met playing Dota 2, and, you know, we clicked, and then she came to London. So really, online has been the best way for me to find people.
Says as big as
Because the fact is, if you go out to, let's say, to a club, first of all, I fucking hate going out to clubs. But even if you do, the people who are there are people who like going to clubs overall, on average.
Fortunately for you,
So all the introverted girls who like to stay at home are not there. Which those are the girls I'm interested in, you know?
there's no better place to
So I haven't cracked the problem
hunting down a couple
of
critters for yourself.
finding like-minded people locally, let's say. Awkwardly face first. I agree with it being hard at our age. It's very difficult. And if you go to, let's say, a dating
Says it's
website or app,
Fortunately for you, the scripts seem
everybody there is looking for the stereotypical guy to take romantic hikes in the Himalayas with them while holding a very small poodle in their arms, in their, you know, overly muscular arms. You know, it's just not me, right? I'm an introverted guy. I like to stay at home a lot. And, you know, that's fine. There are people like that. There are girls like that. The problem is just hard to find and connect with the right people. Top says, okay, here's the plan. We have a board game cafe here in town. That's your lurking spot from now on. Oh man, that sounds so creepy. You're a guy, go grocery shopping and stand around looking confused. Someone will take you home. You know, don't... You laugh at it, Bella, but... At one point, I actually had the illusion that, you know, I was gonna randomly meet someone while doing the groceries, and like in the movies, she was gonna drop her paper bag. For some reason in this dream, we're using paper bags, whereas in reality, everybody just uses plastic bags with, you know, holders. But, you know, she would drop her proverbial paper bag. I would pick it up. For a second, we would look at each other and be like, yo, do you play Blitz?
It's the script holder. Place is just filled with critters.
You know? Works in IKEA. Actually, IKEA could be another option. I do like IKEA a lot. Maybe start crying again. Maybe a girl will feel pity. It worked that time, right? I guess. Totally agree with everything. I also feel the older I get, the more baggage people have. Yeah, it is difficult, man, for sure.
You're fading.
Man, where the hell are these guys? I can't see shit. We get them all? I think we did. Board Game Cafe might be a better fit. Yeah, Board Game Cafe is not a bad idea. I kind of like that.
Back to your own stompers.
Yeah. We're not doing the wimp thing.
Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested.
I also have some health problems, which means
in a way,
I'm not fully comfortable just going out somewhere, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of difficult, like a lot of layers to that shit cake. We don't have to get into it. But we'll see. Okay, we gotta be careful. Even if you touch for a bit the goop, it will suck you in.
Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge.
Yeah, I mean, Bella is the kind of thing that if someone likes you, some people may be okay with, you know, chronic health conditions. But the problem is, it's like it sticks out, you know, it's like a barrier of entry, if that makes sense. And I have died. I'm actually dead. Oh, alive, okay. It's like a barrier of entry, you know. You're I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. But I think you get the idea. It's like another thing that people would have to overlook in order to even get to know you. Whereas for most people, those problems are more under the surface. For me, they're like right there on the surface. Yeah. I guess there's someone for everyone. But so catch all of these little guys. I think in my evil playthrough, I was just killing all of these creatures for evil karma. But I guess we're gonna pet and keep. They all have things to overlook too. Yeah, it's just it is a bit difficult when, you know, it's more on the surface than
need to be turned to match, so enough
than just, for example, emotional baggage. Isn't that correct? Oh. Fuck.
Bristles like the hair of one electrified.
Okay.
You need to line up the
I messed it up. Let's go here. What? Ah, for fuck's sake.
Bristles like the hair of one You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like
How?
the hair of one
It's the simplest puzzle in any video game, guys. Come on.
So they match.
There we go. Do you have a specific game that you ever go back to, or always playing new games?
Good.
So I used to.
Enough electric current to
I used to always play Dota 2
framework.
in between whatever main story game I was playing. Ever since I dropped it, I don't really have one game I return to. I would say there are some special games, and that looks interesting.
Now, you look like a gunslinger, but are you really a wheeling, dealing son of a gun? It's starting to rain.
Maybe we can do like a dual gun thing. But there are special games like, or specific games like Borderlands 3 that I have returned to. Hey. What about you though? Are there any games you're always returning to? It also depends a lot. In my case, you know, I love co-op. So if a friend has picked up a game that, you know, maybe I already played, but they want to play it together, I will typically just always be very excited for that, even if I've already played it. Speaking of returning to games, I'm curious about The Witcher 3 when it gets the RTX patch. Niketsu, I didn't know it was getting an RTX patch, man. That's very cool. Monkey Sifu, welcome back, man. What's up? So many more games releasing now to keep interest moving.
Can you imagine how this place used to look?
Yeah, there is a lot of stuff. RTX DLSS, new features, better loading times. What is RTX? RTX is ray tracing. So it's lighting. You know, realistic lighting, let's say. Sorry about that noise, guys. Someone overcompensating on the street. Used to be Destiny 2, but I haven't been playing much the last 6 to 12 months. Interesting. Have you replaced that hobby with something else, or what caused you to take a step back from gaming?
The Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done.
By the way, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate this is a bit more of a laid back, slower game.
So far, but it gets the job done.
But I've been enjoying a lot just hanging out in it.
In the Mekton's way, so you can pass.
Still enjoying keeping up with gaming news and such, and bought a 3080 for my rig.
Himself, but
Nice. You got your hands on the 3080. Good job.
The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job.
Basically a next-gen update. Okay. Nitro, you're out? Dude, enjoy the rest of your day as well. Thanks for being there.
To put a stop to the World Eater now. Otherwise, he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle.
Work ambitions lately have made me view gaming as a potential waste of time, trying to change my perception.
Asks you to not even think about taking on the
So,
jumbo puff on foot.
This summer,
You'll need the Mekton.
I talked about this in my podcast. The idea of toxic productivity.
There's time to improve the Mekton before
Not everything you do has to be
there are
productive.
more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to.
Bella, you don't have to apologize at all. Not everything you do has to be towards creating something, getting something done, right? It's 100% fine and necessary to allocate some time to just enjoy yourself
on your own.
and relax.
Gizmo wants to help if he can.
And if gaming is something you like doing in your free time, there is nothing wrong with that, man. It's not worse than, I don't know, watching TV or reading something. You know, it's just a hobby, right? If anything, a break is more productive. That crunch, go tell that to the game devs. Yeah, I'm sure it's really bad, right?
Seems surprised you have to go. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says goodbye to you.
If you don't rest the mind, you waste time in burnout. Yeah, you're, you know, we're not machines. We need downtime to stay productive. We need downtime to recycle our thoughts, our mind, all that. Next spot. Wait. Okay, so we have a rival tribe. And what is that? Gizmo, defeat the Jumbo Puff. I think we're gonna go do this. But actually this summer, that was something I was talking about in more depth in the podcast, because I used to struggle a lot, like Trump says, with, like, for example, I can give you some examples. Like, you know, if I picked up a guitar to play something, then it needs to be for a video, right? I can't just pick up the guitar and play a little bit for fun. It had to be for a purpose, for like to create something or to record a song. And that got fucking exhausting at one point. And it sucked the fun out of it. So recently, I've changed things up quite a bit. Can't afford it. I really want the freeze. The freeze looks very good. Okay, so we'll pick that up. So in the first year of streaming that I did it seriously, I streamed 4 days a week for the same amount of time that we usually do. So do we want to pick up anything from here? Mud Punch. Oh, that looks dope. So 4 days a week, right? With a full-time job on the side. I had very little time for myself. Gotta ramble soon to pick up my guy from dialysis. Love the show, Bella. Love hanging out as well. Thank you very much. And enjoy the rest of your day if we don't talk. Oh, hello. Capture. So one big change was to pull back 4 days to 3 days of streaming so that I have more time to myself. But then the problem is that on that day that I took out of the schedule, I was also just always doing stuff, right? YouTube, Twitter, other creation stuff. And it got fucking exhausting, right? Killing your hobby. Yeah, exactly. So it got fucking exhausting. Oh, what is that? Ooh. Ouch. Yo. Hydrate, my dude. Okay, let's go. It's a short trip. Are you on for a while today? We'll be for a while, yeah. We'll be on for a while. Thanks, Funny. Right, so then the next level of that was to not only have that extra day away from streaming, but have that day to myself. So now, for example, Tuesdays and Thursdays, you know, I have that day to myself. Whether I want to play games with friends or I want to read something, play some music. It's not going towards a video. It's not, you know, thinking about the next stream. It's time for myself. And it's made a big difference for me. And this guy doesn't stop. Fuck you.
It's a rare sight. Treasure it. Wildlife here is teetering on the brink of extinction.
Ooh.
We all are. The meat eater again. Nothing seems to satiate his hunger. The note is done for unless you intervene.
Get him. Ouch. Yeah. Chung chung chung. Oh, fuck. How do we have no heals, dude? There he goes. How long have you been into streaming? Between 3 and 4 years, I think. I work jigsaw puzzles to drift away. Nice.
Don't trip it. Just
Yo, a new mount. Let's go. Slightly faster, too. Okay. Guys, where can we buy some friggin' heals in this? Finish Subnautica, by the way, below 0? How did you like it, man?
If you want to spend this whole operation underground for a while, then you're on the spot with Bang Shelter 16.
Oh, parry. Let's go. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
That's a flesh wound.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Loved it. Nice, man. Yeah, I liked it a lot as well. I didn't think it was quite as good as the first one, but still very good. I think we need a shop. Right? We gotta buy some heals.
Let's see.
Where does a man go to buy heals? Breakdown. Territory not marked. Myriad Fortress. Let's try that. They should have some shops there, I think. Okay. I'm kind of curious, actually. My Dune, what do you think about the vehicles in the new Subnautica?
That's the Myriad Fort.
I like the idea overall, but it was a bit disappointing
Says the shop holds
compared to
something
the
for
first one.
especially you.
So this guy is open for trading. What do you got? Okay, he's got clothes. We don't want clothes, man. You.
Says the shop holds something.
Melee base types. Oh. Yeah. Got some heals. Okay. I don't think you buy them, you find them looting. Oh, you can buy them too. Yeah. But you're right, you do find them a lot just looting. That is true.
Let's hope you won't regret it.
Didn't think I would like this game, but it's beautiful and fun. I was wrong. It's very charming, in my opinion. Okay, at least we got a couple heals, I guess, from the shop. Let's go back here. I love the truck, but didn't need all the parts at all. Yeah, and didn't use the snow fox, exactly. So the problem with the modularity of the truck is that you really only end up using a couple of wagons, and the others are like sort of pointless.
Says they've been waiting for you to help them.
You just sold stuff? No, I think we were in the buy tab. Tob, thanks for the hydrate, man. Actually helps me. Otherwise, I tend to just forget, you know? I really like the colors in this game. It's very good looking.
Don't stop until all outposts are under your control.
Didn't use the thumper?
Says scouts spotted a moth nest close to the outpost. If you destroy that, the moths should infest...
Little Nightmares is free on Steam. Actually, I heard that, yeah. It's a very good game. Niketso, it's fine, man. We can double check in a second.
Drive everyone in the outpost nuts. That's when you dive in.
I think you may be right, and maybe we goofed and sold stuff? Oh well, let's see if we can get by. I think you're right, Niketso. The thumper for the worm. Oh, are you talking about the module, the anti-worm module? I didn't use it, no. I was just in my prawn and just got by with the prawn.
Hack and slash.
Get wrecked, buddy. Wabang! Yeah. You didn't use the prawn suit either? Man, I love the prawn suit, especially with the grapple arm. It's fun. Also, then you can kind of disregard the worm a lot. Man, sometimes very difficult to see the attack animations to try to parry. It's the bionic prawn. Yeah, the prawn is dope, man. And it made the worms 100% not an issue. I did like that they had a land Leviathan. That was a cool idea. I found all those iron cubes at the end, didn't need them anymore. Yeah, you don't really need them. It's okay though, like it's still a good game, you know? Still pretty cool. Hey, buddy. Suck a dick. Oh, oh no. Where's my stamina? Oh, God. Bro, stop it.
low on health.
I understand I'm low on health, narrator. You saying it doesn't help. Oh, oh! No! Oh, oh shit. No!
Refreshed.
Oh! What? Why did I fall down? No! Fuck! Disaster. Alright, see you later, Bella. I didn't understand what's her name, Grandma, at all. We just left her there behind. Yeah, the story didn't really connect for me.
Here. Easy to get trapped.
At all. I like the stuff with Alan, it's kind of cool, but you know, when you get to the alien city, it's like, okay, well, the game's over. Just a bit like blue ball situation. We have to do this from the start? Man. Can't see shit.
Got more than a flesh wound.
Fuck you! No! Attack him! Bro, the camera! Are you kidding me right now? There we go. What? Okay. We're not doing a single other mission after this until we have heals. Because this game fucking sucks to play without heals. Alright.
Just get to it. Nice work. No more moth's nests.
Whew. There we go.
There go the moths toward the outpost. They're good and mad. The outpost belongs to your tribe now.
Hell yeah.
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu
Those are
thinks
so silly.
your tribe is growing stronger.
Okay, outpost shops are open. Let's go check out the shops and see if we can find any heals.